with all the 32 countries now confirmed for next summer FIFA World Cup in Russia, it is surely going to be one hell of a big football party in Russia. Of course, it is on this brilliant and beautiful note, and of course, I'm so excited. Know that I'm welcoming you to another wonderful episode of Limitless Soccer on this wonderful Saturday. My name is Bayonle Arashi, in what the Italian have tagged the apocalypse. Of course, their national team, the Azzurri, not qualifying for the FIFA World Cup for the first time in 58 years. Yes, that's the first time they will not be qualifying for the FIFA World Cup. It is really a big shock to that country. But of course, it happened sometimes to even the best of footballing nation. Croatia, of course, they confirmed their qualification. Denmark, Sweden did it, of course, shockingly over the Italians. Of course, we have the highlight of that European Playoff World Cup qualifying games to start the show today. And of course, you need to see Gianluigi Buffon. He will not be a part of that tournament in Russia. Welcome to Limitless Soccer. I'll be back after the European World Cup qualifying playoff highlight. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. So sad that we will not be seeing Gianluigi Buffon in the goal for the Azzurri anymore. It's about time. He's over 40 years old now, and of course that man has done so well for himself and the football world. Of course, he won a FIFA World Cup in the year 2006. I remember that finals very well. Famously known for the headbutt by Zinedine Zidane against Marco Materazzi in that particular finals. Of course, we move on, and of course, did you see Christian Eriksen hat-trick for Denmark, single-handedly destroying the Irish, of course, qualifying Danish for their 4th consecutive FIFA World Cup. Denmark really looks so good, and Sweden as well, qualifying against the Italian, the Azzurri. Of course, they also look very well for the FIFA World Cup. We move on now on the show. Remember last week, I promised you that we're going to bring you the highlight of Nigeria versus Algeria, and of course, Nigeria versus Argentina, regardless of what happened in that friendly game in Krasnodar, Russia. But of course, what happened was a surprise to many of us, including yours truly. Nigeria defeated the Alba Celeste by 4-2. What even makes it much more interesting is the fact that the Super Eagles came back from 2 goals down from against Argentina. Really good time to be a Super Eagle fan now. And of course, that's the highlight we have next for you on the show. Nigeria versus Argentina. What a wonderful match that was. Enjoy, sit back, relax, and enjoy that highlight. Nigeria versus Argentina. Up next on Limitless Soccer. Wow, what a free kick by our own Kelechi Iheanacho, and what a brace by our own, again, Alex Iwobi of Arsenal. He guns down the Argentine team. And did you see that 4th goal? That particular dribble against Javier Mascherano. I'm sorry for you, Mascherano, but we did what we got to do. And of course, we are moving on the show. We have much more friendly games for you later on the show. But right now, we bring you more World Cup qualifying game. Australia, of course, they qualified for the FIFA World Cup early on Wednesday morning this past week against Honduras. And something here again about the FIFA referees. I think sometimes referees are just human, like I always say for them, because yours truly is also a referee, in case you do not know. I'm a referee with the U.S. Soccer Federation, and of course, I know this game sometimes can be really difficult, but some decision against the Honduras in that playoff game were really terrible. Of course, Australia went on to win that game by 3-1, qualifying for another World Cup in Russia, of course. And what happened between Peru and New Zealand, we have those 2 highlights up next for you on the show. And of course, when we come back, it's going to be more highlights from great friendly games that were played last weekend. As God, you know, the league is back this weekend again. I'll be back on the show after the playoff highlight. Welcome back. It is still Limitless Soccer, and of course, I'm always very, very excited coming your way every week on the show. As of course, as usual on the show every week, it's time to call on you out there again. If you own a product or services, or you have a company and you want people to know about it, this is the show for you to put your product and services on. It is on Limitless Soccer that, of course, we showcase your products and services, and you will never ever regret it. Come sponsor the show. For sponsorship details, contact the producer of the program on the social media platform on the screen right now, and you will be glad you did. Up next is those other friendly matches that were played within the week. We had France versus Germany, we had England versus Brazil, we had so many other teams, Russia versus Spain, and of course we have all those highlights for you up next on the show. And when I come back, it will be final goodbye on the show for this week. Well, I promise, and I think we have delivered today on the show as usual. We promised you a packed episode of the show this week, and that's exactly what we have done, bringing you some of those best pictures that you did not get the chance to see within the week, while we know that a lot of us are very, very busy. Houstonians, as I always say, are some of the hardest working people I know in the world. Till I see you guys again next week, God willing. My name is Bayonle Arashi. God bless you all. Bye-bye now.